Right, so this morning was July the 12th, 2017, and I presented the worship talk for the Faith and Science Council Creation Conference in St. George, Utah. A couple days ago I presented a presentation on creation in the Gospel of John, but this morning was a summary of creation in the New Testament and how the doctrine of creation, or the teaching of creation, connects with 8 different doctrines or teachings of the New Testament and is intimately integrated with them. The 8 different concepts or 8 different doctrines were theology, that is the doctrine of God; Christology, the doctrine of Christ; anthropology, what the Bible says about human beings; sin and death, if you want the fancy names, it would be hamartology and thanatology; also soteriology, the doctrine of salvation; and then ethics, how you treat other people; the question of marriage; and the question of eschatology. And I rapidly went through a series of Bible verses that show how these different doctrines, these different teachings, are interconnected with and supported by the subject of creation, and that if you remove creation, you actually undermine the doctrine that's being discussed. For instance, in theology, God is described as the creator of all things, and He protects His people because He's the creator. So if you remove the idea of creation, you're undermining that concept of God protecting people. With Christology, Christ is called the creator. He is the one who is preeminent in all of creation, and if you remove that concept of creation, then you undermine His role in the universe. If you take anthropology, of course, the Bible says that people are made in the image of God, and so if you remove this concept, then you undermine that sense of our linkage to God. So I just went through a number of these. You can look at different Bible verses and you can see how many things creation is connected with. And so these 8 different concepts: theology, Christology, anthropology, sin and death, soteriology, ethics, marriage, and eschatology, all are interlinked with creation. And if creation is removed, you undermine many, many doctrines in the New Testament. Creation is not something that is peripheral to the teachings of the New Testament. It is central.